Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I am here today with a sneak peek for Diamond Art Club. Thank you very much, Diamond Art Club, for sending this over to me. And this is Polar Bear by Katy Lipscomb. It's coming out this Saturday, the 8th of February. And guys, it is a snack size painting. I haven't had a really nice snack size painting for a while, so I am excited. And when I say snack size, it's not tiny. It's 55.8 centimeters by 42.8 centimeters. But there's been a lot of big paintings recently, and I love the big and beastie paintings, but I love to have a smaller project to break them up sometimes as well. This is a square diamond painting, and on the side here you'll see it has, if I avoid the glare from my light that is, 62 colours, which includes 2 Aurora Borealis drills and 3 fairy dust diamonds, and it's got 38,500 drills. So like I say, it's pretty moderate. Sounds like a lot, but in terms of diamond painting, that is pretty moderate. It's also come in this sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, deeper box that we were getting back in about June or July time. I'm not sure why that is. I can only assume that maybe this kit entered production a while ago, and it's, you know, taken a while to come out. But anyway, that's what I've got. So let's get in. The preview for this kit has already come out as I'm filming this, so I was looking at the rendering, and it is so good for the size. I love Katy Lipscomb's work, the like bright colours. Oh, it says Lipscomb. I thought it was Lipscomb. I'm not sure. I'll double check that. Yeah, the bright colours, gorgeous swirling patterns, and it looks really, really good for the size. So let's take a look. Oh, that is tight. Ah, hurting my thumb trying to get that one out. Yeah, it is the older style. So it's got the actual removable tray bit. So yeah, interesting. Not sure why that is. So if I take that out, there is the toolkit. This is going to contain the sticker sheets. Here is the kit, and I assume, yeah, so no treasure quest card in this unless it's in here, which I was sort of expecting because of the older style box. So yeah, just heads up with this one. So this kit has a smaller diamond painting kit, has come with the smaller size tray. Diamond Art Club makes these trays in 2 sizes, and depending on the size of the kit you get, it's going to vary which size you get. And if you have a smaller kit, you don't tend to need such a large tray. So inside here I have got the Twist and Pick applicator pen. So this is a slightly thicker, more ergonomic pen than the kit pens that we used to get. It's a lot comfier to hold. And I've got a 4-placer loaded on one end, and on this end, if I take the lid off, here is the Twist and Pick applicator. This one looks to have been loaded with wax. So for a long time, these pens were coming out with Diamond Art Club's putty in them. They have recently started to transition through to putting a clear wax in them, which they say is just going to be easier. It's going to work with the pens a bit better. So you could get either at this point in time because we're kind of midway through that transition. But this one has the wax, which means if I twist this to show you, yeah, it comes up really easily compared to the wax. I've actually twisted too much, and there's far more in the end than you would want, so I'll pinch off the little bit of excess there. So this chamber is loaded with wax, and you would be able to pull this out and reload it if you need to, if you run out, but otherwise you're all good to go for your single placer. And then I've also got an extra plate of that clear wax. Sorry, my camera is playing around. It keeps going in and out of focus. So you've got plenty more wax there, a bit more than we used to get in the heart-shaped pieces, I would say. You've also got a roll of baggies, and then the tray here has got a lid and a stopper. And if I take that off, oh, okay, so we're still getting the pink wax as well. I'm not sure if that's a long-term plan or just what we're getting at the moment mid-transition, but you have got plenty of wax with this kit, and you also get a 7-placer if you're more comfortable using that. The smaller tray, the smaller tray has shallower sides than the larger tray, but it still gives you a good amount of working space. I would estimate this is still slightly bigger than the trays we used to get before the upgrades. And of course it has the stopper and the lid as well, so it's really functional. Next up, here is the thank you for your purchase pouch, which contains our sticky labels. So let's take a look. Oh, and there is a Treasure Quest card. So yeah, not sure what was going on when this one was packaged. Old style box, but everything else is brand new, even down to the wax that I received. So here is the Treasure Quest card. This one looks to be bronze. Yeah, it's a bronze card. Most of the cards are going to be bronze. So if you start to receive these in your kits, you're going to notice that they may be bronze, silver, gold, or black. But those go in ascending order of rarity. So the bronze is by far the most common. Most cards you receive are likely to be bronze. Then you're going to get fewer silver, fewer again gold, and very few black. I'm actually really fortunate that I got my second black card recently. And, you know, I have a lot of the bronze cards by contrast. The point of the different colours is not just to make them collector's items, but also because you can scratch off this code and redeem certain combinations of cards to get really, really lovely prizes. So if you look at diamondartclub.com/redeem, the little address that it has there, it will tell you what you need to collect. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it would be, for example, a certain number of bronze, a certain number of silver, and a certain number of gold, or a certain number of black. And then you would be able to claim, for example, really nice juicy gift cards, or even a custom kit. Diamond Art Club don't generally offer custom kits, but they do as the kind of top prize if you save up enough of these. And then I'll look at the stickers in a moment, but I'll just take you through everything else that's in here. So at the top, you've got some tips and tricks for how to handle the project. You've got a link to their VIP Facebook group. So if you have made a purchase directly from Diamond Art Club, you should be eligible to join this group. If your Facebook name doesn't match the name on your Diamond Art Club account, just be aware you might need to drop a note to customer services so that they know that you're okay to let in. At the bottom, we have got kit contents, just so you can check those off. Then we've got how to use the twist and pick applicator and step-by-step instructions for diamond painting, just in case this is your very first time and you're not quite sure what to do. And then on the right, you've got a code for saving 20% off your first app purchase. There is another code on the canvas for 10% off. There are codes everywhere because it's really important to know that you do not ever need to pay full price for a Diamond Art Club kit. So when you look on their website, the price that you see, you're always going to be able to save money on that. If you're a first-time purchaser and you would like to check out my affiliate codes, they are in the description box down below. So I have CAT20, which will give you 20% off your first ever purchase, or CAT10, which will give you $10 off, or the equivalent in your local currency. Please don't feel obligated because I would make a small amount of commission if you were to use either of those. But make sure you use a code. There are plenty of codes available, even when you've been buying from them for ages. Here is the sticker sheet, the sticky labels. So all of these are individually cut, so they're perfect if you keep something like a logbook. And then on the back, here is the artwork. Isn't it super pretty? If you know anything about me, if this is not your first time visiting my channel, I am always going on about how much I like working with bright colours and how important that is to me with diamond painting. You know, it takes a lot of love for a piece of artwork for me to want to do a piece that's more limited in the amount of colours it has, or has a very dark colour palette. I do sometimes do them, but I'm definitely more drawn to brighter pieces. I love blues and greens and purples. There's all of those in here and a few orangey reds, and it looks so vibrant. 62 colours though for a fairly small kit, which is reasonably dominated by blues and greens and whites. So yeah, I'll take you through those in a bit. But if I open this up, you have your sticky labels, perfect for your storage pots for when you're kitting up. So there's a few darker colours jumping out, but most of them are much lighter. Really nice clear symbols, just what I expect from Diamond Art Club. And at the bottom here, I have got 2 ABs. So there's what looks to be a dark pink one and a white one. And then there are 3 fairy dust drills, a green, a blue, and again, a sort of whitish cream colour. So I will show you the drills in a bit, but ABs have a glitzy coating on them. They're used for accents and they do add a bit of glitz and glam to a painting. Fairy dust drills are another way to accentuate a painting, but they're more subtle. They have a coating of mica powder on them, which gives a kind of very subtle glittery effect. Like sometimes you don't even notice they're a special drill till you look up close. But when they're worked into the painting and they're used to accent certain parts, they're really effective. I very much enjoy them. And also we've got 2 colours in the 6000 series. Just a little point to note that those are manufactured in-house by Diamond Art Club. That this series of numbers are drills that Diamond Art Club makes that other shops aren't making at the moment, because Diamond Art Club identified gaps in the DMC range basically that they didn't have drills for. Okay. Your canvas will come in this branded dust cover bag. Keeps it nice and neat and tidy. I will say for these older style boxes, by the way, with the tray insert, they do give a lot of extra protection to the canvases. Nothing gets squished like it can do in smaller boxes. Although, of course, they have transitioned to narrower boxes and actually have got even newer style boxes coming out, which I've only seen a couple of times so far. So yeah. Here are the drills, which I'll go through in a minute. Lovely, neat package of drills there. Oh, look at the shades of blue. I love my blues. Not as many shades of green as I maybe expected. It's always really hard to judge because what you see when you look at a painting, the colours that draw you in, like it doesn't necessarily always reflect the range of colours that are going to be needed to produce it. Like how I don't really remember seeing darker colours, but there are some in here. So they will all be worked in there because Diamond Art Club's hand rendering team do a fabulous job. So you can absolutely guarantee that all of these drills colours will be there for a reason. Let's take a look at the canvas. So it has Diamond Art Club's trademark tarpaulin backing, strokeably soft as I call it. And I'm just going to roll it back on itself to flatten it out. Oh, it's so petite. I know if you're not used to purchasing licensed artwork, then you may be used to smaller size paintings, because licensed artwork, which is all that Diamond Art Club does, because it's based on an artist's work and they're trying to do a true render to that artist's work, it inevitably means that a lot of these shops are going to do much bigger size paintings. So yeah, I'm used to really big paintings. This could be a large painting to you if you're used to much smaller ones, but for me this is a really nice treat of a snack size painting. So here we go. How adorable is that? I really like Katy Lipscomb's work. I had one called Periton by her a long time ago, which I think I destashed and then regretted destashing because her artwork really appeals to me with all the bright swirls of colours. What can I say? I have simple tastes. So you'll see going through the canvas, pink lines. Those mark out where this cover has been pre-sectioned for you. So each box marks out a 10 by 10 centimetre section and there's perforated lines there. So when you're working on this canvas, if you want to section it up, you have the option of just using those perforations, and the pink lines just help you tell where the perforations are. So I'm just kind of trying to have a look and gauge how much confetti versus colour blocking there is. Confetti is where you are having to change the drill colour in your tray very often. Colour blocking means you've got a big block of one colour, and if you multi-place you can just whiz through it quite quickly. Even if you single place, to be honest, it will be quicker. So those are the kind of two extremes, and a lot of paintings are somewhere in the middle, and I think this probably is more of a mixture, but it's verging towards confetti, and that is one thing you will find with smaller paintings, because you're contracting all those details. It can make them a tiny bit bittier, But because Diamond Art Club hand render and they smooth out any unnecessary confetti and do what they can to keep the crisp lines in the original artwork and all of that kind of thing, you know that any confetti that's still in there is necessary. And it doesn't look too intense. I mean, there's big blocks of colour around here. There's a lot of what I might consider kind of almost line confetti. Within these swirls, there might be, you know, staggered lines of drills where if you multi-place again, you could just whiz through those quite quickly. It's a good blend. It's a good blend. I think this project will work up reasonably quickly. These gorgeous colours down in this bottom section. I love that despite the predominance of blue and green, you've got this beautiful rainbow of colours creeping into the bottom right hand corner. It keeps it interesting and it just adds something really beautiful to the painting. And the polar bear himself is rather majestic, isn't he? I don't know why I've assumed he's a he. I don't know anything about polar bears. But yeah, he's sort of sniffing the air, and I don't know if this was the intention, because the swirling colours are very much a theme that this artist goes for anyway, but because it's a polar bear and you're thinking kind of, you know, more northern climates, it's making me think very much of Aurora Borealis, of northern lights. So yeah, I really, really love this. Okay, let's go through some drill colours. Okay, so you can see most of them there, and I can see straight away there are quite a few bags with only a small number of drills in up here, so there's not going to be too much of those in there. That's what you get with the quality of a Diamond Art Club painting, that sometimes you just need a tiny bit of one drill or another just to bring the shading to be as true as possible to the original artwork. So they're not going to stick to a lower colour count just because it's easier. If they need more colours to render it properly, that is what they will do. To be honest, 62 colours feels pretty standard these days. But yeah, for a smaller painting, it's a fair amount to be going on with. So let's take a look at them. So I have got 912, 955. These do look a little bit staticky. I might try doing the old fridge trick with these before kitting up, where I poke a hole in each bag and then put them in the freezer, not fridge, sorry, for a few hours just to get some moisture in. They may not be staticky when you receive them, just because they are for me, because climate and everything affects it. But anyway, I do also have a whole video devoted to tips for dealing with static, as an unfortunate but inevitable consequence of good quality drills, if you would like to check that out. This is 743, 3819, 820, 913, 996, 2 bags of that one, 162, again 2 bags of that one, 797, and here is Z3766. Ooh, 2 bags of this fairy dust drill. So there's a lot of this one. I'll just bring it up so you can hopefully see that little glittery coating on it. But as I said, it is quite subtle. And then I've got Z907. So yeah, really going for it with the amount of fairy dust drills involved. And then I've got 164, 3756, and Z3865. Oh my goodness, 3 bags of that. So yeah, not to keep repeating myself, but there are a lot of the fairy dust drill colours in this kit. And then 3843 to round off that strip. Then I have 800, 905, 799, 3708, 963, 718, 910, 3608, 741, 165, and AB917, the first AB colour, and I really love this one because it's this deep bright pink and then a really silvery effect on the coating, and you can probably see that glistening away through the packaging. Then there's 772, 939, 310, so not very much of these darker colours in fact, 369, 995, 742, 3823, 745, and 906. Onto the little tiddler bags with not many drills in them. 3861, 341, 6010, one of those in-house manufactured ones, 3841, 3609, AB5200. So I think that's the last of the special drills, if I've kept count. 6011, I do love this shade. 340, 318, 817, 798, 327, 3348, 3837, 154, 819, 904, 3706, 993 and 740. And then one small strip left, 666. I love this bright shade of red. 915, 552, 762, 415, 553 and 947. So lots of really beautiful shades in this piece. It is going to be so much fun to work on, I can tell already. I think even though it's a small kit, I'm just going to pan over it so that you can see it all a little more up close and see what I mean about the kind of confetti and colour blocking mix. And then I'll come right back.
I want you more than money. I want to float on downstream, go and find my wild dreams, yeah. I'd kill to feel it all shake you like a twisted mind game. I'll be burned by your flame, oh. Ups and downs, no in-betweens, fire and ice, burn gasoline. You know I love it, you know I love it. Love and hate, romantic sin, fire and ice, gone with the wind. You know I love it. We're the kind, burning blind. We're breaking all the laws of our universe. Northern lights, roaring skies.
Let me know if you were planning to pick this one up on Saturday, and if you're a fan of Katy Lipscomb in general, because I know there have been several of her paintings released by Diamond Art Club, but I don't remember seeing one for a little while now. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can figure out where the special drills go. So that beautiful pink AB that I love so much is a little bit over here, and then I'm guessing, yeah, it's over in this pink section over here. And then the white AB, which is just a dot on a white background. That one, I see that dotted around. I think that's kind of a star effect almost. So that's just a little bit all over the place. There wasn't very much of it. It's literally just a single drill here and there. And then the green fairy dust, which there was a lot of. There was a lot of all the fairy dust drills. So it's that 3 dot symbol, and I'm guessing, yeah, it's going to be spread through all of the green swirls. And probably the same for the blue one, which is that percentage mark. Yes, exactly the same. Wherever there is a blue section, there's some of that one, quite plentifully. And then, of course, the white one that there were 3 bags of, that is the polar bear. So it's this dash symbol. So all of this polar bear section is like blocking in that fairy dust. And then there's quite a bit coming up here and then spread out quite liberally through the background as well. So it is chock-a-block full of fairy dust drills, this kit. I know some people are real fans of them. So yeah, just worth bearing in mind. You get a lot with this kit. It is so pretty. So yeah, that's all from me today. This will be available. I've done it again. I've forgotten to say when it will actually be available. I've said it was on the 8th of February, but I haven't given you the timing, so I'll run through them now. It will be available for general access at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, or 5:30 p.m. UK time. If you qualify for early access, which means that you are a Diamond or Ruby member of Diamond Art Club's rewards tier structure, it will be half an hour earlier. So 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, or 5 p.m. UK time. And of course, if you're in a different time zone, just plug one of those into Google and it will tell you what time it is in your area if you're not sure. So I hope that if you are looking to pick up this kit or any of the other new releases this week, that you are successful in your mission. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider dropping a like on it. And if you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you stick around, so please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.